Hi, welcome to Studio YouTube channel. Let's paint with some watercolors. So what I'm going to do today is take some oil pastels and draw some clouds. And yes, they're upside down. You could use light blue or a different color if you want to. I decided to use gray. So I'm loading my brush and I'm getting a lot of yellow. It looks like kind of like a puddle. And get enough of that. There's a straw and then you blow through the straw. And now I'm going to get some orange and I'm going to repeat it, make a puddle. You need a lot of paint and a lot of water, and once you get enough of that, you can take the straw and you can blow. And the straw is really close by and you move the straw around as you blow. So I chose rainbow colors. I just thought that would be nice, but you can choose your own colors. So what you also could do is just load it up, which is what it's called in watercolors. A lot of paint, a lot of water, and make a puddle and just make them as you wish. And then once you're ready, you're going to take the straw and you're going to blow through the straw, and it should kind of splatter all over the place, which I think it looks really cool. You can also use a hair dryer as well. What I tried to do was get rid of the merged colors and just kind of make them as pure as possible. But again, this is what you want to do. So I decided to add more paint. I thought that would look kind of cool, so I repeated the process, making a puddle, and then I will take the straw and blow through it and try to move the paint around. And you can also use gravity. You can have the paper tilted while you're doing this. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to connect the colors. I thought that would look kind of cool. So I'm painting but kind of dabbing and touching it as I connect. I'm not really stroking too much and being pretty careful because I have a lot of paint there and I don't want to have it merge too much. So take your time with this, and I am cleaning my brush as I go. So the red and the green will make black, so what I'm going to do is just roll my brush very carefully over that area to lift up the paint and then therefore not have them merge too much, but that was my choice. Otherwise, the other colors kind of blend nicely together as they touch. Great, so I'm going to blow one more time with the straw. I think it looks kind of cool. Take your time, do however you want this to look. So after you finish doing this, you're going to take your paint, very carefully turn it, because if it's too much, you might just want to let it sit. I kind of tidied some things up and made some things connect a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another piece of paper. I'm going to cover the area where I'm going to splatter. So taking a toothbrush, and yeah, this toothbrush came from a dollar store, a cheap toothbrush, and I'm loading it, and then I'm taking my other finger and I'm just dragging it across to allow it to cover. So you will get a little dirty doing this, and that's okay, and it splatters in different ways. If you use less water, you'll probably get smaller splattering. If you use a lot of water, it's going to be thicker and wider. So have some fun with this. I've chose a couple of other colors besides just green. I also decided to use some blue, and then later on I decided to use some yellow. So very carefully lift up the paper, and then you'll see what you got. So I'm using the end of the brush, or you could use something stiff like a piece of cardboard. And I'm pressing down and lifting up, and I'm dragging the paint out to look like grass. And this is another way you can get a sense of texture. So thank you so much for tuning in, liking, subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is how you can get some texture using watercolors.